Hello everyone, in this tutorial I will show you how to work with CSV files and Excel files within the Python code. As well, I will walk you through the common problems that we have when reading files, such as not distinguishing the columns in this case, and reading a part of the Excel that you don't really want. If you have two data files in your computer, in this case a CSV and an Excel, CSV stands for comma separated value. If we check the content of the file, we can observe the column technology and the other column power with their respective values, and each one of the rows are separated by a comma. That's why the file is called .csv, comma separated values. Now for the Excel, we have the different columns and the rows. To apply data analysis and visualization with these two files, we need to use Python in the application Jupyter Lab. To open it, we go to the terminal, we type Jupyter space lab. We should have it installed, otherwise you need to check the video that I leave you on the comments. We wait a bit. To the left side, we can see all of the folders that we have in our user folder. We navigate to downloads, and here we have the two files we saw previously. To create a document of Python, we click on the plus, and here Python 3 IP kernel. I am going to add the text for the problems we will cover in this tutorial. To use these two data files in the Python code, we need to use the function from a library called pandas. So we import pandas, we access the functions. Since we want to read an Excel, the function will be called something with Excel, in this case read Excel. Inside, they will ask for IO, which means input output, in other words, the name of the file. We open the quotes, we put the first word of the file, in this case energy, we hit the tab, and there we can see energy generation. We execute, and there we see the file of data in Python ready to be applied with data analysis and visualization. Now let's move on with the CSV, power installed. We also look inside pandas, but this time we look for the format of the file, SV. Therefore, CSV, we have the function read CSV. The first parameter is file path or buffer, which is the name of the file. Power, tab, installed. We execute, and there we can see the other dataset. Now, instead of working with the files in the same folder than the file of code, in this case I name it as load data, I will copy a data folder in downloads, and now I can see inside downloads the data folder. How can I read the data from another folder? The same way, we look for the function CSV, we place the parameter, file path or buffer, and here, between the quotes, we access data, and to get inside the folder, we need to place the bar. We press the tab button, and there we can see the two files, in this case powerinstall.csv. We execute, but here we have a problem. Python is not differentiating the two columns, technology and power. And that's because the separating character is not the comma, but the semicolon. Therefore, we need to use another parameter, which is the separator, to place the semicolon. We execute, and now Python differentiates the two columns. These are one of the most common problems that we have when reading data files. Now let me show you another one with the Excel. Read Excel, the first parameter is IO. We pass inside the data folder, the Excel, we execute, but we are reading countries data. If we open energy generation V2, we can see two sheets on the same Excel? By default, we are reading the first one. How can we read the second one? We ask for the parameters. We have shed name that by default is 0, which means the first shed. And to change the default behavior, we need to pass the second shed, which is the 1. We execute, and there we have the table to apply data analysis and visualization. In the following tutorial, I will show you how to create with Excel files, you read them on Python, and create powerful data visualizations. For example, you will have this scatter plot where you can see that increasing the GDP per cap will also increase the life expectancy within a country. We can add more meaningful information, such as the color based on the continent and many other visualizations that I will show you step by step.